what's going on, everybody? How you doing? Happy Friday. How you, Mom and them? What's up? Vector's dead, of course. I can't even see. There's too many windows in my way. I can't see what's going on. There we go. Red. Wow, Red from Red. Haven't seen Red in a while. How you doing?
Hey, Red, how you doing?
And hello, John Wayne. They had some, they were talking about some interesting stuff last night on, Ready to Paramotor about basically doing safety checks. And I've noticed a lot of times, especially, you know, well, if you're flying new equipment, you should definitely be, checking and triple checking everything. But a lot of people don't kite their wing before they take off. I'm guilty of it myself. As long as but I do completely
congrats,
stretch
Red.
Huh?
I said, congrats, Red.
Oh, so we're 9 months. Wow. Now that I'll remember it. Good job. Hey, Rodent. So, yeah, I'm guilty of not kiting my wing. Usually it's the last couple of flights I had, there was zero wind, so it's kind of like kiting the wing means I would have to run with it. So all I do is I make sure I stretch the wing out and I check all the lines that there's no tangles, anything debris or whatever in my lines, because that can really cause a bad day when you go to take off or when you're in the air. Damn, Will. Well, I hope he's okay. It's okay. I appreciate you stopping by. I wanted to show y'all, you know, I showed y'all these off-stamp pods last week that are magnetic, right? This has a weird feature that I did not know it had, which kind of blows my mind, right? This is the battery, right? You can see it all lit up, and this is the pod part. So, explain to me this, because I just had two of the normal pods, and if you flip it over and connect them together, they stick. But not only that, you can still vape it without the battery hooked to it. Matter of fact, you can vape it all by itself. I don't know how that's even possible. There must be some kind of battery built into each one of these little pods besides the battery that sticks to the side of it. So you literally can vape with just the pod. It's a disposable pod, yeah. But it's just weird that you know, this is the battery and this is the pod, but you don't even need the battery to vape it. Now, you can't charge it because there's no plug-in for the charger on the pod side, so I guess it gets its charge from that, and it holds some kind of residual charge, I would say, and then you can still vape it. So
all had culotta cloud chucker. I don't like that.
Now, I wouldn't want to... I don't know how long it would last without the battery hooked to it, but that could be cool. Like, say your battery ran out, you can unplug or the battery's getting low, unplug this, start charging this while you vape just the pod.
No, you need to test it and see how long it lasts.
Yeah.
And really, am I going to get notified every time you move that someone's been spotted in the office?
My bad. I got the camera pointed right at me, and it's saying, hey, there's somebody on a magnetic charger. Yeah, but Red, the battery's not even hooked to the pod. It's like, what the heck? I don't understand why it's doing that.
Gotta have some type of residual.
So, after coercing our boss, after we had multiple issues at work with our internet, right? We were on cable internet, which a lot of people use cable internet. That's fine. But we were getting disconnected like every other day for 15 minutes or so. It was getting on my nerves. So I was like, we need to get fiber because fiber's really good. It doesn't disconnect hardly ever. I don't think we've ever had a problem at this house except when they're doing some kind of mandatory upgrade. But So, not today. Midday yesterday, we were at work. Everything was working fine. Then our internet went out. And, I'm looking at down detector, trying to figure out, is it just something in our area? Which it did show an outage in our general area. But I called the cable company directly and they were like, no, there's no outage. Then they checked it and they said, yeah, there's no signal coming from your thing. A tornado. Oh, shoot. Luckily, I haven't been in a tornado. Don't want to be.
Nope.
I might have been close to one, but didn't actually see it because I was too scared to go to the window. So I don't know if I was that close to a tornado, but there you go. So anyways, they sent a technician out and he checked the line. He's like, yeah, I'm not getting a signal, blah, 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 blah. It turns out they've been doing construction work way out at the street from where our office is located. And some dummy that was putting down sidewalk or a new street light, I don't know what they were doing, cut our fiber optic line. So literally just slice. And
it took them 4 hours to figure that out.
Yeah.
The Genesis guy told me that Cox will find the shit out of them for cutting the line and not calling first.
Yeah. I don't blame them. So they had to hire, you would think the cable company would just fix it themselves, splice the fiber optic line, which is not an easy task. But they hired a subcontractor that specializes in fiber optic splicing. And they came out today and they were there since they came last night and all day today until I guess they may have got it fixed by the time Munchkin left. I don't know.
Well, what the guy told me when he left at like 6:30 was that everything's going good. They got a green light outside, but they're not going to consider it fixed until Cox confirms that everything's a go. So I did not reach out to NDS to tell them everything's fixed because Trisha still can't get on. But I'm not going to have them go through the trouble of resetting her IP address just for it to go back to fiber on Monday.
That is true, Autistic. You know what? It's good, though, because now I don't have to call her my girlfriend or my fiance or my other half. I don't know. Now I can just say it's my wife and be done with it, which is so much easier.
And be correct, yeah.
And be correct about it, yeah, because sometimes I would just say wife, or they would just assume she was my wife, and they would say, what's your wife? And I don't go, she's not my wife, I don't do that, so it just got assumed that we were married already. But, yeah, interesting last couple of days. Hello, CDC.
Hey, CDC.
I saw that little post you did on our little marriage picture we had. Appreciate it.
Scott.
It's so boring at work. Our company doesn't. It's not very productive if there's no internet. Number one, we have 4 different locations, right?
We can't function with no internet.
Right. We can't function. So if they can't get access to the server, which is at our location, then they can't do any work. And if we don't have internet either at my location, then we can't really do any work. I mean, just busybody stuff. That's all we could do. It sucked. We definitely, and then we tried to use a Verizon 5G router thing. It sucks so bad. The internet was so slow. It felt like we were running on a 386 computer. I mean, like, really slow.
It was like, so slow of a connection that I couldn't even load my fucking calendar.
Yeah. Couldn't load your calendar. Couldn't load your mail, your email. What's up, Jazzy?
I tried to download a 2-page document, and it told me the estimated time remaining was 57 minutes for 2 pages.
Stina, that is a random number if I've ever seen one. All right, I'll put in a random number myself. See what happens there. So, make that bot have to figure out what our calculations is if we win. We're just missing one seat in the mod heist now. Oh, there we go. Cloud Trucker got in there with 7 million points, of course.
I mean, that's kind of what it's like, Linda, because I still am. I'm answering emails and telling people, look, I don't have phones. I'm on a hotspot from my cell phone. I can't download anything. I don't have access to my actual system, which I did, but I couldn't do anything with it. I could print it locally in the office, but I couldn't send anybody anything.
You know, I bet all the people that were born in the 90s up have no idea. Remember the old credit card slide machines they had at retail stores that you put the card in and go?
Yeah,
they would not have a clue if you showed them what one of the. If you showed it to them, they'd be like, what's that? Because there's no way. That's just one thing out of a million others that we could bring up, and they'd be like, yeah, what's that? Because a lot of technology is old now.
I showed Danny and Bethany a typewriter. They didn't know how to use that.
Yeah, customers were mad. Well, you know, it was weird because I was like, man, how many people are going to rip off the store? All you got to do is get any card and get them to slide it. It's like, wow. You had one used as a backup in 2004. Wow. Well, I mean, you know, as a backup, that's fine, but they were using it as a normal deal back in like, I don't know what year, but I know Kmart, considering when they were around, had those slider credit card machines, mechanisms, whatever you want to call it, device. There was no chips in your credit card. There was just a credit card, and then they basically make a copy of your credit card, and then you sign it.
Right, trash bag?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's exactly right. They don't have the raised writing. They had the raised writing for a while, but they eventually said, nah. Like even my Apple card, there's no numbers on it at all. The only way you know it is if you ask Apple what it is, or it'll, you know, go in your phone, you can see it. Otherwise, you have no idea what the card number is. Can't even tell you. And I think my chip on my card is bad. I should ask Apple to send me another card because I like that metal card. And I'm like, hey, my chip reader don't work. I can't spend money. They're like, oh yeah, we'll send you a brand new one, no problem. You're finding it hard to use cash. Now, Jazzy, I thought cash was always accepted. Pretty much everywhere you go, they take cash. Now, I mean, in certain circumstances, I could see people not taking cash, but most of the time, they'll take cash all day long. There's some places that only take cash.
Busch Gardens switched to only cash.
Yeah. So when we go to certain places, that's all they'll take is cash. Used to 90 days to get credit for the credit card sales. Wow. Yeah, that's a long time, John Wayne.
Y'all remember? Y'all remember when you were ordering something off the TV or out of the back of the magazine and it was 6 to 8 weeks for shipping and handling? Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
You have to mail in a money order and then wait 6 to 8 weeks.
Had to nail them in. Well, you know, and Stina says her taps never work. She's okay with that. Yeah, and usually what happens is
Don't do that.
Your credit card gets too close to a strong magnet or something. It'll totally screw that chip up in there. And I guess, that's strange because why didn't it affect any of the other my cards? Just the Apple card is the one that messed up.
Now is actually cashless. So they have machines in the park where if you have cash, so say you're a teenager and all you got is cash, you can put the cash in the machine and it'll put it on a debit card for you that you can use at the park.
So I ordered something off of Temu that I've never ordered anything expensive off Temu. This will be my only time I've ever done it. But they did like let me make like multiple payments. Why is it coming up with that picture? What the heck? Okay, here we go. I'm almost, if I can find the right color. Oh, they've sold out of the color that I got. Go figure. Well, what I got looks like that, but it's purple. So I got a purple mini bike coming. Apparently they sold all the purple ones. I didn't realize they were really that low on them, but yeah, purple. Luckily they're letting me make payments
We
on it
needed that.
and send it right off. Well, I mean, this is the thing, right? We have that scooter. That's what we're going to take the fly-in and stuff. But just to cruise around the hood, or if I want to zoom up to the field real quick to go kiting, I'd love to just jump on that mini bike and take off.
I bet you would. You know what? Since you're getting that mini bike, next thing you need to save money on is a dumpster so we can get rid of half that shit in the basement so you have room for all your toys.
We do need to get rid of stuff in the basement. Now that it's not 99 degrees outside, it can actually get done. Actually, now it's the weekend. Purple's a great color. Well, you know, I was thinking of Munchkin. I was like, well, she likes purple. I like purple. I got no problem with purple. So
Purple is not Munchkin's favorite color, by the way.
they had red, black, green, and purple. And I mean like army green. So there you go. That's the only colors they had. Oh, so now we're finally going to do the mod heist. I unless we died earlier, I don't know.
Yeah. Hardly any of my crap is in that basement.
Makeup palette? No, yeah, I agree with Munchkin. 90% of that stuff that's in the basement is mine.
Nope, I ground y'all in the sex pond. Sorry.
Oh man, and the sex pond is empty right now. Darn thing's got to make some adjustments. Sex pond has got no water in it at all. I don't know how we oh, did I get too close to the mic? My bad.
No,
Oh, we did. Okay, not deaf. I thought I was yelling too close to the mic. Yeah, so Munchkin has changed some of her name stuff. Not much. But some of her name stuff's been changed.
okay,
So-
officially, I have to go to Social Security or get online and look at that paper that was in your truck. So I don't
We
know
have
where that
online.
folder is.
It's still in my truck, or it's back
Okay.
in my truck again.
Well,
I did
I gotta
laminate
look it
our, not our real marriage license, but the marriage license that the officiant did. I laminated that one. It looks nice. So that's done. I just get tired of like when you have papers like that and then they get all messed up. So I was like, if I laminate it, then we don't have to worry about it. So that's what I did.
I'd have to go to Social Security, the DMV, the bank, change all my cards, all of our bill accounts.
Hey Harry, how'd you like Dollywood?
Not looking forward to that.
I've been at Dollywood's gates, never went in. Just because we were in Gatlinburg and I was like, let's go drive up by Dollywood. So we did, but I did not go to Dollywood, so I don't know what it's like inside. I'm sure it's like any other theme park, but did you go all double barreled with both your surnames? Oh, I don't think she might be doing that.
I haven't decided yet. Now, if I leave my whole name, all of it, my initials will be SPCA, which for those of you that are not in the States, that stands for the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals.
Your luck's not doing it today, Stina? Well, then use skill instead. If luck don't work, skill works. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it just sucked trying to work today without internet. We can't do much of anything. Luckily,
No, and I finally got all my shit set up to where I had a rhythm going. I could I could print something and scan it, or I could, move in because I had my laptop pulled up and then my
hmm
computer. So I was moving stuff back and forth on my hard drive. Had it running like the shittiest well-oiled machine ever, and then this one goes into the closet and accidentally hits the switch to the server and kicks me off entirely
all right. In my
because
credit,
he can't stop fucking touching shit.
I was trying to make it faster. You got to admit.
And I told you on your way to the closet, it's fine, don't touch it. Not only did you fuck me up, you fucked Ashley up, which is why she's still at work.
Damn.
Hmm.
Yeah, but now she's got internet, so.
And she thanked me for yelling at you because she wanted to yell at you, but she didn't want to yell at you because she likes you, so I yelled at you instead. It was a trash bag. That was, yeah, it was kind of a ghetto setup, but that's all I had. And you know what gets me is I'm emailing people, like I'm going back and forth with them, right, in email, telling them I don't have phones. My phones aren't working. I don't have access to my server, blah, 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 blah. Tell me why these motherfuckers would then turn around and try to call the office. Did you not fucking believe me? Did did you did you think that I was just blowing smoke? I mean, what?
I don't think they were using all their brain cells. I mean, it's like they were sending us messages and stuff, knowing that we're not going to receive
Agreed.
them because we had no internet. We had no
No,
way
and
of getting messages.
at this point I'm thinking about it. I don't think
Agreed.
I don't think a lot of people realize that our instant messenger is not tied to the internet. It's tied to our phones.
Yeah.
So if the phones don't work, neither does our messenger.
And the phones
So
work off of internet. We don't
yeah, I'm
use
sure
a
she thought, well, because
landline.
you've got your email, then you can get the message when it's not that type of messenger.
So, anyways, we got all that done.
Well, I still got more work to do tomorrow because I left at 7:30, and there's still more to do.
Yeah. See, Munchkin's playing catch up. The other people that are at the other offices are probably also, well, I don't know if they don't work as hard as she does. So I don't think that they're going to try to play catch up on a Friday. They're going to go home. But Monday, I expect to be really busy because all of the orders they couldn't send me
Hmm.
today or yesterday are going to get dumped on me. So I'll get a
Well,
bunch.
I'm going to tell you right now,
Yeah.
before you put in any orders for them, I need files, physical files,
Really?
because those are constantly getting put on the back burner because you get new orders to set up every day. I sent you, what, 14 orders last week? I've got 2 folders.
No, that was this week.
Okay,
Two
this week,
folders. I did
whatever.
more than two.
Well, I used one
I
of them,
did the
so there was
ones
2.
that were I did the ones in order of closing date. So if they're closing soon, I got those right out
Right,
to
but
you.
what I'm saying is those that keeps getting pushed to the back burner, and it can't. You need to make it a priority to
Well,
at
then
least
why are
set.
they? Oh, I need you to hurry up and send this engagement out. They
I
never.
don't give a shit
Well, I'm
what they
saying
say.
they never worried about that
Yeah,
before, but now all of a sudden, if I don't have it out the
yeah.
same day or the next
I
day,
I don't care because you are not there just to set up their shit. They can fucking wait. And
so
if Lisa's got a problem with it, you can send her to me because I don't care.
so next month we get to go to the seafood festival again, and if y'all remember when we went before, that's all you can eat seafood. Not to mention drink.
Oh, I'm
So
supposed to count our trays. Karina and Joel are going.
oh really?
Yeah,
Karina's going? Oh
yeah.
man, if she ain't the biggest party pooper.
Karina's not a party pooper. She's a redneck. She don't show that part at work. She's from Alabama.
Oh, okay. She's from Alabama.
She is. She was telling us that she was hanging out because she lives in a really fancy neighborhood,
Huntsville
right?
and back. I have
And
been to
that
Huntsville.
she was hanging out with a bunch of the fancy hoity-toity ladies talking about their book
Ooh.
club, and she was talking about things growing up. She said they were looking at her like she had three heads. She goes, "That's when I realized I don't really fit in here. I'm kind of a redneck."
Yeah, if it's a seafood festival in Maine, they probably got like
Oh
all the
yeah,
crab and
that's
everything up there. I bet you that's going to be really good. Yeah, the
what we
ones
have
we
here
go
is
to
yeah.
are
We've got
basically a bunch of companies, and they are all sponsored, and they just have like every kind of seafood and cake and
not every kind.
a
So
million kinds of beers there that you can
you
drink.
have multiple beer tents. And then there's always the peanut folks that show up that you can order expensive peanuts from their catalog.
Yeah,
You've got the people down at the very end that have cake and wine. And they serve the fish chowder. We've got clams. There are oysters on the half shell. There are French fries. There's barbecue with hush puppies. And then there
fried
are soft
scallops.
shelled crabs. They're not fried. They're, well,
Yeah, those are
are they
fried
fried or are they
scallops. They're
steamed? Yeah.
really good. The scallops line stays long. The
Yeah.
barbecue line usually stays pretty short, which surprises me. I'm like, the
That's
two
because
main
they're not, they
lines,
got a big, huge vat of it already cooked.
the
So they
lines that
can,
stay really long, even though they move that line really fast because they got like 10 people working in each booth, um, are
oh,
the
and have
hush
shrimp.
puppies and the scallops. Those two lines stay long. You can go to the French fry line, no problem. Any of the other seafood lines, there's no, and the barbecue, there's just no line really. Maybe
It's
three people in line.
because the scallops and the hush puppies, they're making them there, whereas the barbecue has already been cooked.
Yeah. It's good stuff though. We stay there the entire event. They usually have live bands there, and they're really good. So it's a good time. All depends on the weather. Speaking of weather, um, that's why I put that in the title. There's a couple of storms off the coast that may or may not affect us right around the time for the fly-in. Don't know for sure yet because they don't even know if it's going to turn or keep going up the coast or what's going to happen. So I can tell you this much. The guy that pretty much puts the event together, if there's a even chance that it's going to turn into a hurricane or really bad weather near the fly-in, he'll just cancel it, which I think sucks because Munchkin wants to go regardless. We've already taken the time off. So,
Yeah, but canceling it, I mean, really, it. Mr. Campbell said you can come up anytime, so
right.
canceling it only goes so far. It's not like you can't just show up
Well, I
anyway.
mean, say the main guy cancels the event. I don't
Hmm.
care. I would still go. But if the weather's really bad, I still can't fly. I could just bring my stuff there and look at it because I'm not going to take off if it's like crazy windy outside.
Right.
I ain't trying to sign my own death warrant there. There's been way too many accidents lately to even take a chance with something like that. I don't do acro, have no desire to do it. I'm not trying to show off for anybody. You're not going to see me out there doing wing overs. And I mean, wing overs are not that bad, but it can lead into a spiral, which can end up driving you into the ground. But barrel rolls and sats and stuff like that, just have no interest in it.
Good,
I
because you
mean,
would be
I get
barred.
enough thrill just off of flying. I don't need to add more danger into it than we already have. If we get to fly up there and get to see all the beautiful things we get to see in the sunsets and sunrises and looking out
Ain't
across
nobody
the
want to look at a
horizon,
goddamn sunrise,
huh?
but you. I said, ain't nobody want to look at a goddamn sunrise, but you.
What do you mean nobody wants to see a sunrise? It's beautiful.
Sunrises are bullshit. Sunset is where it's at. I don't want to be up early enough to see the
Sunsets are
sunrise.
great. Don't get me wrong. Sunrises can be really pretty too, especially
Yeah,
depending
that's
on.
why there are people that take photos of them. I have no desire to see one in person.
Yeah, so usually what happens if we're at a fly-in and I go to take off in the morning, she's not getting up.
I get it. I don't have a choice because there's somebody revving their motor 10 feet from my head.
Yes. Yeah. Well,
I'm
that's
up,
that's
but I'm
what
not
happens
happy.
there. Which I mean, it doesn't bother me. We'll be on vacation. It's time to get up. We go to bed early
I
enough.
have
I
to
guarantee
get
that.
up earlier when we go to these fly-ins than I do when I have to go to work.
Right. So I mean, we normally get up 6 or 7 a.m., which is not too early. That's the sun's already up at that point, or just about to come up. Especially for shore the shore, I think it rises a little bit later. So as long as I'm ready to fly by 7 a.m., I'm pretty good shape. I
Well,
think the sun starts rising at 6:45 or something like that. I don't even know what it's at now.
fusion is a combination of two different, usually ethnic foods. You need to be real careful because even though you're not eating seafood, if it's cooked on the same skillet, using the same utensils, even the same oil, yeah, you need to be careful. Bring an EpiPen.
Wow. That's pretty cool, Creed. That out there in the desert, being able to see the sunrise every morning and drink coffee, I love that. I like the old house I was at in Georgia because it had a screened-in patio. So I would go out there in the morning and drink coffee and just sit at the table. Nobody else, just me, because everybody else is slackers and was still sleeping. I would get up, go out there and have coffee. Very peaceful and relaxing out there. Usually the pool was running. You could hear the pool noise, but that's it.
Well, if we could get out there and do our backyard, then we could sit out at our patio table and listen to the horses in the pasture
You
and drink
know,
coffee.
John, you bring up a good point. In the morning, it is usually wet. There's dew on the grass. If you have a trike, I usually take a shower with my trike because the water, I don't have a fender on my front tire. So that front
White
tire
trash
will
bag?
spew water all over your face and the rest of your body. So yeah, that can suck. So foot launch has an advantage there. I mean, you might get your shoes wet or part of your pants legs, but by the time you take off and you fly a few minutes, that's dry. I mean, you're basically got a 20-mile-an-hour wind or more blowing on your clothes. It'll dry it right up. The hardest part about that is your wing. If you lay your wing down in that dew-filled grass, it makes once the wing starts getting soaked with water, it gets really heavy and it's hard to take off with a heavy wing. Yeah, wet wing does suck, John. Wet wing sucks. Trying to get a wing up, especially one of the heavier wings, they don't want to come up when they're wet. If you're seeing a sunrise, it's because you're up from the night before. That's bad, trash bag. Yeah, my trike does not have a fender. I thought about trying to 3D print some kind of fender to go on it. I don't know if Kanguk even makes a fender for that thing, but I'd love to put one. I'm not worried about the back tires because they're out wide and none of that water will get on me. But that front tire, it definitely sprays you. Except for the bar, which is very small. I could actually put some wings on that bar and that would stop the water from splashing up on me. Just maybe a plastic piece going across right by the front tire. That would stop all that water from spewing up. But I try to wait as long as I can until most of the dew is gone. You can't wait too long because you're killing excellent flying time.
No, you just get somebody to drive around with a trike and blow it off.
I mean, this is the thing, right? So sunset flights are great, right? All the thermals have died down. You can go fly, no problem. But the reason sunrise flights are better is because the wind has had time to calm down from the sunset all the way until the next morning. So it's very calm and much smoother air. That's why people like flying in the morning, even though I know Will Fly doesn't like doing morning flights. I got no issue with it, but I will make sure I get up and have coffee before I go take off. I'm not just going to jump up and go. That sucks. Knoxville, Tennessee. Nashville in June. So yeah, I know we have to go to Georgia next August. My son's getting married. I gotta catch his wedding because I'm sure it's not gonna be one of those quick ones like we did. So gotta go to his wedding next year and try to visit everybody I can that I missed seeing. I haven't seen them in a long time. Matter of fact, one of the people, Dean, that I worked with for many, many years, she's in assisted living now, so I know she would enjoy some company. I sound a little nasally. I do. I don't know why. My nose is stuffing up on me. Will don't like morning anything. You are right about that, John. He will not get up.
It's because mornings suck.
We will, I know, but we'll be out there at like lunchtime and it's like, has Will got up yet? No, he hasn't come out.
No, he's laying in bed day trading.
It's like,
playing
dadgum, dude, get up. Yeah, those EpiPens. See, I'm supposed to carry an EpiPen.
That is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard, King Cobra.
What?
He said they won't give him an EpiPen because it's awfully expensive for what they say is an avoidable allergy. Yeah, that's not an avoidable allergy.
Avoidable? Wow. So if he eats the wrong food, then he could basically get in anaphylactic shock.
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. See, I'm supposed to carry an EpiPen, and it's also avoidable because it's yellow jackets that I'm allergic to. At least now I am. So, yes, it's avoidable, but what happens if you accidentally stir up a yellow jacket's nest and get stung? I was trying to avoid them, but they got me.
No, we don't need to be all up in my grill there, kitty.
And the bad thing is, yes, they are very expensive unless you have insurance, and then they're still not cheap. They're like $40 even with insurance, and they expire after 2 years. So you have to constantly keep buying the darn things. It's like you're wasting money. If they had like a 10-year expiration date, that'd be awesome. But no, they don't.
She does not want to get down.
Luckily, I'm pretty sure all ambulance drivers, etc., have an EpiPen. I'd much rather pay the way inflated price they're going to charge to hit me with an Epi shot just by calling 911, because buying EpiPens that you're never going to use and they expire over and over again is a waste of money, I think.
There's no reason they should cost $600 fucking dollars.
No, they shouldn't. They should not be that expensive at all. And I mean, I could see where you might need one if you're way out in the desert somewhere, nowhere near a hospital, and you're going to be messing with, I don't know, say you're allergic to a cactus.
You're assuming that, okay, well, you got...
That cat wants your attention right now.
I forgot what I was going to say.
You're assuming that something.
Oh, that 911's going to be there quickly. Anaphylactic shock does not fucking, but they've done the liability in FDA testing, right? So I can understand why they're expensive at the beginning. Now they're just expensive because they know people have no fucking choice. That's the thing I hate about healthcare in the United States is it's ridiculously expensive only because they can. That's it. That's the only reason. Because they can. And, God forbid somebody coming up with a generic version, all of these companies will just go change their formulary and all of a sudden it's fucking their patent is renewed again. It's bullshit.
Yeah,
Um,
300 pounds in the UK. That sounds about right because I think it's almost $400
Will says
here.
he's not laying in bed day trading. He's sitting on the pot day trading. Jeez.
Hey, as long as he's getting his day trading done.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I, I'm looking at Stephen
I call
Minty, right?
bullshit, dire thing.
Which is Hot Buthered Steve. And he's living at his mama's house in Kansas. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that because, his marriage didn't work out. But he bought he bought a cargo trailer so that he can live in the cargo trailer in front of his mom's house. I don't see where that's moving out of your mom's house. You're still living at your mom's house just out in the
Okay,
driveway.
but you have to find a suitable place to put the trailer, which takes some time. You have to save up to
Well,
buy the land and stuff like that. Because
and then
they can
this is
see
my
me
other
too.
thing, right? He's taken all this effort to put down nice flooring, insulation, put a window in it. Then he gets to the part where he's got to install the AC unit. Instead of taking his time and doing it correctly, he bent one of the copper tubes coming out of the AC unit. It's like, dude, why would you rush that? How did you bend that pipe? I mean, you could have got a pipe bender done or just done it slowly. And what are you staring at? He's not a
What?
Sparky. But it's just like most of the time when they have those things, they're pretty much already set where they need to be besides twisting them sideways. And that's all you have to do on those AC units. But he said he didn't trust what they do, so he was going to vacuum it down himself and fill it with Freon or whatever they're using now, 134A or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly. So you got epinephrine for cattle, horse, sheep, and swine, which, most people are not the same size as a cattle, horse, sheep, or swine. Maybe sheep. Um, it's six for $35.99, but
Wow.
it's $600 for an EpiPen. Same thing, epinephrine. Same fucking thing.
There you go, Stina. Well, you got time to plan for it. I know
Mm.
y'all are getting married to like what is it 2028? I think is when they're getting married. I could be wrong because I
You just
can't
gotta
remember a
find the
lot.
right kind of account that doesn't charge you monthly fees for inactivity, because that's stupid. Defeats the purpose of a savings account if you want me to be taking and putting money in and shit all the time.
Yeah. See, I like to keep just a little 2027. Okay, thank you. I was off by a year. My bad. I just think that I have a savings account and I keep very little money in there. It's usually as a backup in case I bounce my normal checking. I have it set to pull from my savings to put into my checking in case I am bouncing, but that has not happened, thank goodness. But paying off credit cards is a pain in the butt, man. The interest they charge is ridiculous, and I can't get ahead. I'm drowning in. Now I know what credit card debt feels like because I'm paying more than the minimum, but it doesn't really go down that much. And then you buy something
Mm.
else, and then you're like,
You
why
see,
did I buy that? Because
the
now
key is to stop buying shit on the card.
even if I don't buy stuff, the fees that they charge are still ridiculously expensive. So
Yeah, that's the interest rates on the credit cards are ridiculous. Which I need to call Bank of America for their balance transfer because I'd like to transfer one of my balances over to them. Because if I'm continuing to pay what I'm paying monthly now to a zero balance transfer, I will have it paid before that zero balance transfer expires. and that will get rid of one of my higher interest cards. Well, I'm
Scott,
not going to
I
close the
agree.
card, but
A lot of the newer mini splits are plug and play. They have quick disconnects. The system's already charged. You literally hook the line in, boom, and then you turn the valves, and then boom, it's already charged up. I don't know what he was thinking when I don't know what he did. I don't know how he bent the pipe, but he did. So he ended up calling a professional, I guess, to come out there and fix his AC system, which, hey, that's fine, but he bought some
hey,
small bed to
you
go
could
in there.
you could borrow a dog, King Cobra.
You took a
Yeah, that's
30,000
crazy.
loan to pay off the credit card. Yeah, but now what's the interest on the loan? Because they
Probably
keep
not
sending me them loan
29 fucking
offers.
percent.
Oh my gosh, they send me loan offers every day in my mailbox. Hey, we can
You
help
would
you with your credit
you
card
would
debt.
be better off going to a bank or a credit union and taking out a personal loan instead of offers that are being sent to you.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, yeah, 8%. Yeah, I mean, the interest rates, I remember my credit cards before everything went to shit the first time around. Um, I had like my USA credit card, I had a 6% interest rate. And overnight, they're like, hey, if you don't close this account, then your interest rate's going to jump to 29%. And I couldn't close it because the market had crashed and I needed my credit cards to, I don't know, eat and get gas and shit. Um, so that's that's all right. I filed bankruptcy. Fuck all y'all and your high as interest rate.
Yeah.
The problem people get into with those debt consolidation loans is they get all their cards paid off and then they're like, oh, well, I don't have a balance now. And then they start buying more shit on credit cards. So now you got your consolidation loan payment and you're jacking your credit cards back up again.
Imagine how much debt I would be in if I put my paramotor on a credit card.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be screwed. Luckily, that got paid straight up cash, no problems. For my paramotor and my wing and the helmet I might have put on the credit card. I don't remember. But
Can't, John Q. Too late.
everything else was credit card. And we haven't made really big purchases. I mean, yeah, I got a couple generators. That was on Harbor Freight. So that that limit went now I'm like 2 grand I owe Harbor Freight, so I got to pay that down. But some of my cards I do have almost down to zero. It'd honestly be easier for me just to go ahead and pay those off instead of paying minuscule amounts every month instead of just what Vector? Vector
What's he saying?
said, "It seems you're considering a decision. What are you thinking of doing next?"
Vector's like, what you thinking about?
I pay almost everything on credit card.
I don't
John
know, John
Wayne,
Q. I don't have any.
I completely understand. I have too many credit cards. The problem is trying to keep up with all of them because you're like, and I got most of them just on auto draw. And then if I ever have extra money, I will shoot more money into whichever one's higher
If he doesn't
to
blow it
try and
on
bring them
random
down.
bullshit
But
that we don't need,
yeah,
I'm
I,
gonna ban him from Woot. Can you not lick the back of my arm? That's weird.
but yeah, and then I buy stuff. I mean, the stuff that I buy that we don't need. I mean, that thing was $1, so
Yeah, yeah, except that's just
it was
something
a
else I'm
dollar.
gonna have to find a place for that's not in the garbage because you just bought it.
Um, it might dire thing. Vector's smart, aren't you?
Hmm.
He's like looking at me like what's up? I don't know how, the thing seems to work fine as long as he's on his charger, but whenever he gets off of his charger, he can never make it back to go back to his base to
Because
charge.
he's too busy staring at the camera and
He
trying to
just
knock all your
dies.
shit off your desk. You can hear him. We'll be in the living room watching TV, and he's just in the office, just dancing and carrying on and talking to himself and Making all kinds of crazy noises.
You have one credit card, you pay it off every month. Trash bag, that is a good philosophy to live by right there. Because, you know, when I first bought stuff on the credit card, I was like, I'm going to put it on the credit card, but I'm going to pay it off by the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden you're like, well, I got such a high, well, especially my main credit card, because it had a crazy high limit. So I figured, as long as I stay under 30%, I'm
You
fine.
lied about your income, sir.
Yeah, and then they decided, no, you don't need this much. And they cut my limit all the way down to how much I owe them. And I'm like, seriously? Y'all suck. No fees at all. There you go.
My plan is with my tax refund next year, I can get the two smaller ones paid off in full if the USA, because I put the rental car on the USA one because apparently they don't take debit cards. So I had to put it on a credit card. I was gonna pay for it for my debit card.
890. Damn, Harry. No, my score lately has been between 620 and 680. Before they changed my limit, I was in the high 700s. But now that they brought my limit down to what I owe, it makes it look like I'm using all credit. So it killed my credit score. I can't even tell you. It was like your credit dropped this many points, and I'm like, damn.
You know what I did though? I got the Sam's Club credit card and I got the USA credit card. USA's only got like 300 left on it, but it's got a $5,000 limit. I'm not using either one of those. So that basically increased my debt ratio. But yeah, the Best Buy one, that I've had that for a long time, so I just need to pay that off. USA should be paid off. I still have to pay off our furniture, and then I've got
849. There you go, Creed. That's good credit, man. You can do
Mhm.
anything with that kind of credit score.
You don't need that kind of credit score when you're rolling like Creed.
I gotta hold on. I'll be right back.
What I would like to do is if I can get rid of that high ass payment, because I'm gonna need a new vehicle sooner rather than later, but I don't want to overextend myself. I am getting overtime now, which is nice, but I don't want to rely on that to take on another payment. I'm hoping the price of used cars will come down a bit, but if I can get rid of because my main card that's got the highest balance is still only $2,500, but it's at 29% interest. So if I put that on a zero interest balance transfer for 18 months, I'll have that paid off by making the payment that I'm making now in 14 or 15 months, and that'll be gone. He doesn't have any used cars left, John Q. Both of our vehicles have over 200,000 miles on them, and I'm gonna drive it until it dies, but I really do need to be prepared, because I'm convinced the car in my driveway will never get fixed. I wouldn't need a new car if I could get that one fixed because it's got less than 100,000 miles on it.
Yeah, my truck is at 222,000 miles. So it's got a lot of miles on it. But I mean, I did redo all the shucks. Wow. All the shocks anyways. And redid the timing belt on it, water pump, new battery. All the little minor stuff that I could do for something with high mileage on there. So I did my preventive maintenance, but just hit 100,000. There you go.
No, I bought my Scion in 2000 and
Massachusetts.
damn, when was that? I think that was like 2014. And before that, I bought a Ford Taurus. I've bought 3 cars on my own. Um, and I, I really want my Scion back. I miss my fucking car. I want it back.
Mm, yeah. I I did finally, like I said, I finally found the part, the main part, instead of getting it from like pull apart or something.
Yeah, how
Because
much would it cost to buy the whole fucking thing brand new and just
they
replace that?
don't
Because I'll
sell
do
it
it. I
like
want my
that.
fucking car back.
Yeah, you got to buy the pieces, unfortunately, and I don't know the name of one of them things, so that's gonna be the hard one to find. Um, but the hub and the brake rotor, I don't. Your brake rotor seems to be fine. I can't tell what's jammed in that thing, but it does not spin freely anymore. I think the bar that comes from the frame of your car back to the hub is bent, but it doesn't look bent. And it's kind of hard to judge when I don't have something to compare to. So, the F-450 with 54,000 miles. Well, John Wayne got that brand new van, so you're good to go, man. I saw your
How much you
van.
how much you want for it, John Wayne?
Diesel? Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
Stina, this car, I mean, it's not, I can't even remember what year it is. It's not a bad car, but he trashed it. So it's dirty inside, it's gross. The transmission is slipping. When I first got it, I could tell that going into, was it second gear, around 40 miles per hour, it would shudder. Now it does it on every single shift. Um, oh, never
Oh
mind.
my God.
um,
Yeah, John, you need to keep that for hauling something really heavy. 8 miles per gallon.
yeah.
That's what that diesel gets.
You could just go from gas station to gas station.
Pretty
Um,
much. I mean that sucks down gas. I mean it's a 6.7 liter. No wonder that thing sucks down gas. But it'll yank something out of a ditch in no time. Just gotta ask the
if it
guy for
don't run
gas
out of
money.
gas first, right? Um, yeah. Now the car, it's not long for this life, and I need to be prepared so I don't get caught. Because if I'm gonna buy another car, I want to buy one that I want that fucking minivan is what I want. But I'm not paying $23,000 for a used minivan. They've lost their goddamn minds. So
That's not I mean, yeah, used car prices went higher, but even my Impala Super Sport that I bought, used, it was 2 years old, was 17,000.
I paid 15,000 for the Scion, which is a Toyota. It was only 2 years old when I bought it. And
Actually, it
it
was probably
had, I think
more.
when I bought it, it had around 40,000 miles on it. And I mean, when it was all said and done, after I got the maintenance package and all that bullshit, it was 17. Um,
Damn, John Q. An F-22 gets better mileage than John's truck. Hell, RV gets like what, 10 miles a gallon? You can drive an RV. Wow. That's crazy.
Hi, Bill. I'm not really terribly
Hey,
too
Bill.
concerned about gas mileage, considering I don't drive a lot. I go to work and I come home. I want room to put stuff. That way, when he drags me to all these fly-ins, we're not trying to play Jenga. But at the same time, it might be cheaper in the long run just to fucking rent the minivan for a couple days and then give it back. That way, it's always a new vehicle, and here you can have it.
That's true.
But
Um,
I'm still gonna need a different car unless we can get the Scion fixed, which I really, really, really want to get. You don't know how close I've come to trying to find a mechanic. Can you come look at this and tell me what parts are broke so I can buy new ones? I want my car back. It's been sitting out there coming up on 2 years now in the
Damn,
driveway.
that's a good deal, John Wayne.
You're not listening to me.
I heard you. I getting a mechanic besides myself to come look at it and tell you what parts broke. I told you what we need, but there's very specific parts that we need, and they have to be replaced. Like I said, if I buy the hub, I don't know. I don't think it comes with the races, bearings,
Okay,
anything.
well, you could have
So I'd
bought
have to
some of
buy-
them parts instead of buying a fucking little mini bike.
Yeah, well, no, because I got that on payments. I can't do the payments on the damn parts place, but I did find it.
I got a good deal for Katie's first car. A friend of mine's mom couldn't drive it anymore, and she was selling it. It was a couple-year-old Honda Accord that had like 35,000 miles on it because she only drove it to church and back and to bingo. I paid $7,000 for that. And then Roger, I got the car from Roger that I only paid him was a little over 4,000. So it was supposed to be whatever he had left on the loan, which turned out to be more than that, but he wouldn't let me pay him more than what we had, than what I sent him. But when I called my bank and I was like, so I want to buy a car and I need a personal loan. So they asked for the details and they're like, that's a really good deal. And I'm like, I know, isn't it right? And she's like, yeah, when do you want to come get the check? So that was really easy. They just got rid of that car a couple months ago. They had that for quite some time.
Oh, they did get rid of the car? I didn't know they did that.
The black one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was parked out in front of our house. You don't remember them coming and getting it?
Oh, okay.
They gave us, I think they gave her $600 for it, which
Oh,
is
that's
crazy
right.
considering the damn thing wouldn't shift out of
Yeah,
first
it
gear.
had transmission problems. Bad transmission problems.
That particular car, all of them had transmission problems because they
What's
had
up, Dro?
they had a double clutch transmission in them and they were constantly going bad.
So,
Hey, Dro, how you
Paramotor
doing?
IRL that's in chat right now, he does live streams when he goes to all these flying guys. So, y'all make sure y'all check his channel out. It's just like it shows on his nickname in chat, Paramotor IRL. He does live streams and you can actually watch him fly live, where usually if John or Bill or myself post a video, it's after the fact. He does it live, which takes a lot of equipment, modems and crap he has to carry with him while he's flying. So
Andy's got a wolf dog.
yeah, so that he's doing that now like full time, just driving the fly-ins, which I wish I could do, but I mean, how do you make money that way? So it sucks.
Well, he works remotely, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, I think that's Ashley does work. She works online, I think, and
all I see is him being mean to Ashley and not letting her keep random animals she finds, which is rude.
random animal coupons. What?
I said he won't let her keep random animals she finds.
Oh, well, where are they gonna put the animals? They already had some ferrets, which I
don't
assume
know, they're itty bitty.
Those Live View IRL backpacks are sweet. I have not seen the backpack you speak of, Jazzy. He basically flies his paramotor and straps some modems to the front of them so that he can get cell phone signal and is able to broadcast from the air. The Live View is trash. It's better than what it's better than what most people see. The sound is actually pretty good for what it is. Like my headset, it's fine if I'm looking to the right, but if I look left, it makes a lot of damn noise, which I think I've figured out. It's got something to do with the cable that runs from my camera down to the headset. So
I've only been telling you that since
The
you bought
next
it.
fly-in that I do, which is coming up in 2 weeks, I'm Soar the Shore on the 17th of September. I'm going to hook my camera up wirelessly via Bluetooth and see how the sound works with that. And hopefully it cuts out all that noise. If it does, great. If it doesn't, I'll be back to square one. But that's the main reason I avoided using that V3 headset. I was using the older version, which Ryan from PPG, no, is it Ryan? Ryan Roberts, yeah, from PPG Smoke's like, oh no, you need to use V3. It's a better version, blah, blah, blah. But I was getting crap audio out of it. If you
Dro,
turn
are
off
you gonna are you bringing Ashley to the Eastern Shore so
that's if he
she
makes
can
it.
ask she can ask random people if she can see their wiener or demand to see their wieners? That was hilarious, by the way.
He does. It does need to. Ashley does need to come see the wiener. Well, Ashley was not even with Dro when he went to the last fly-in. It is not Spore the Shore. It is Soar the Shore, John Q. It's on Facebook if you look it up. Hopefully it doesn't get canceled and that storm that's coming in stays off to the side. I do know that Never Trust Skinny Chef Shane will be there. He's coming. John French, the guy that I helped at at Spring Wing, which literally I
very
helped
nice,
him what
Dro.
3 hours maybe, taxiing and
Congratulations.
stuff. He flew that trike like he was a natural, man. So the only thing we need to work on with him is his landings. But from what he did do another flight since then, and he said he landed better. I didn't get to see it. And the last time he flew, he landed way like an hour before I landed, so I didn't get to help him with his landing. But
I thought I caught
hopefully-
his landing, but I was videoing the wrong person.
You just got a new place? Oh wow, nice. Nice, Dro.
You're so far behind.
Ryan Roberts. Oh, Ryan, so PPG Smoke Guy actually flies with your son? I didn't know that. No wonder he got the damn headsets free. No wonder, Ryan. I was like, why does Ryan Roberts just give your Robert the headset? And I mean, I know that he had PPG Talk,
It's
but
called Friends with Benefits.
paramotortalk.com or whatever the heck it was. I can't remember, but yeah. I did get some. Oh, I want to show y'all these. The people that are pilot. So, what I did, because the brakes on the brakes on your wing are usually
It's
these
perfect.
nice
They're house snakes. They're
big
meant to be
giant
there.
loops, right? So when Trevor Steele, right, came out with those game changer toggles, the finger toggles, I was like, I need that because I hated the way that my brakes would hook back onto my risers. They had this stupid like U, and the thing has a round thing and it has to go up and click in. Well, it usually clicks straight in, but you have to pull down and out to get it. But they would fall off all the time, right? So I got the game changer toggles. Put those on there. I really like how easy they are to control and that you only need 2 fingers and you're good to go. But the magnets on them suck. They kept falling off and falling off. So I told Trevor about that and he was like, send them in. I'll upgrade them. No problem. I'll upgrade them. I'll put new magnets. I did that. I got them back and I think that the magnets are even worse now. So what I did, and not to mention that those game changer toggles are not cheap. They're like $90 or $95. I went ahead and bought the toggles that PBG Smoke has, the 2-finger ones. The 1 finger I think is too small, but 2 fingers is great. So the good thing about these, I've looked at the stitching. The stitching, which you can't really see on the camera, looks really good. But these, there's a really strong magnet. I mean, this magnet is no joke. Not only on this side, but on the other side also. The game changer toggles do not have magnets on both sides. They only have them on one side. So if you try to hang them up wrong way, they won't connect. So you have to make sure you turn them the right way. These, it doesn't matter whichever way my hand is, I can still click and then the magnet is like night and day better. Way better than the game changer. I got to give credit where credit's due. These are way better. I need to put these on my wing. Hopefully for the fly-in. Wow, the magnets are trying to force herself. They're trying to force herself away from each other. That's crazy.
Look, I got on my airhead socks.
Oh, she's got her airhead socks on.
They keep disappearing in the.
But yeah, these have actual square magnets, whereas the game changer ones are round, and they're buried under some 3D printed plastic. And they just do not connect. These things are no joke. Now, how good the magnets stay in or how good this material is remains to be seen. I can't really judge that until I use them. And I don't use them as much as most people because I don't fly as much as most people. But I'm going to find out how good these really are. Tying that bowline knot is a pain in the butt. I have to go back and watch the video every time. But getting it just right, tied where you want, is the hard part. Tying the knot's not that hard, but getting it in the right spot is the hard part. And you definitely want your brake lines at the same length. You don't want one brake being pulled while you're flying and the other one's loose. That would suck. You'd be going in circles. It'd probably be a slow circle, but that would suck. So I want to get those. Right now, the way the wing is now, it's perfect. So I'm going to mark the lines and then try to tie the knot again and put these on here. And we'll see how well it works. Not to mention the Hunter strobes. I have the Guardian Angel strobe, the big one, that I won while I was at Fly It for Gauge. Thank you, Nick Justice. And that one works great, but I really like the Hunter strobes just because they're rechargeable. So is the Guardian, but the Hunter strobe shines like in all directions, and it Velcros to your actual spars. It's just easy to hook up. I mean, and they're like $75. I think you get $5 discount if you find one at a fly-in. They have not been to one of the fly-ins. I don't go to a lot. I've been to 2 different fly-ins ever. I want to go to one different one next year, which may be Moonshiners. We'll have to see. Moonshiners or Bad Apples, one of the two. Bad Apples.
If you go to Bad Apples, you're not flying. Exactly.
I will agree with Munchkin on that one. Bad Apples is great for social. I don't care
if you do or not, but you're not flying. So.
There's too many damn people in the air. I don't need an excuse. I don't want to be like, oh my God, there's like 80 pilots in the air. I would be scared I'd hit somebody. I mean, honestly. You got 2 sets of brake toggles on your 24. Big ones above for flaring and the finger ones. Yeah, see, like you have the Dudek Universal, right, John Wayne? At least that's one of your wings. And my wing does not have tip steering at all. My trim range is literally that far. That's all the trim range I got on, because I have a Class A wing and BGD Magic. So you got the Dudek Solo. Okay. So yeah, my trim range is only that far. So I literally can't go but that far trim wise. So it's like no tip steering, no speed bar. I got the Cadillac of wings. It is just a slow boat when I'm in the air. But you know what? It does what I want it to do. It turns. It lets me land. It's easy to inflate and take off. So I can't complain with that. Is it as fast as everybody else? Hell no. I will lag behind everybody. But most of the time I don't have my trims out, even though I can only let them out a little bit. But yeah. These are both on my brakes.
See, my only problem with snakes is what they eat. Um, because I also like their food.
Snakes.
Um, so I would be concerned that I would get a snake that would not eat pre-killed food. Um, I've been there.
There's my
I've fed
broken prop behind me. This Helix right here. That's the one that I broke when I was at Flat for Gage.
I have fed a 15-foot Burmese python people's pet bunny rabbits that they've had to turn over to not to eat as pets, had to turn over to the SPCA because they couldn't take care. I've done. I don't dig that. If I could get a snake and just feed it, frozen pinkies or, frozen rats, I'd be okay. So I'll get a lizard. I want a lizard.
And as far as 2D steering goes, because I know people with Game Changers would be like, yeah, but I can hook in 2D steering. So can you on this, because you got the main tie-in, and then this would be for your 2D steering here. So I really like how strong these magnets are. I can't tell y'all how much this makes me happy to know that the problem with the Game Changers, literally I can bring my wing up into a rosette and be holding my risers off to the side and the brake will fall off. Hell, you can watch some of my videos. I land and you'll see my brake hanging. It's because the damn magnet let loose, and it ticks me off so bad. I'm like, I didn't do that. Why is it
So
falling
there was
off?
another tropical update 13 hours ago that the spaghetti models show it turning east way before it even gets close to us.
That's awesome. So hopefully we'll not have any tropical storm coming over to Virginia during our fly-in, which means, I was going to say, I was saying earlier and I stopped myself, John French should be there for the entire fly-in this time. And he's got that trike that I think he's flown twice now. The first time I helped him, he did really good. I mean, I was impressed. And I didn't see him take off. He went by himself the time after that and still took off great, which means he must have learned something. So when he's there this time, we can go through all the stuff that I missed that he needs to know, which I think I pretty much told him everything he needs to know that's important when you're flying a trike about laying the wing down. Especially, he didn't have any scenarios where there was wind involved or his wing came up crooked. I told him what to do if it happened, but it didn't happen. His wing came up perfectly straight. I mean, perfect. I was like, dude, you got it, go. And he just hit the gas and took off. So, there's no complaints there. An African gray just destroyed your shoes. Oh my goodness. That's a picky parrot. Picky parrot.
Hognose are cool too because I like the way they play dead. Yeah, but chicken legs, the problem with that is most snakes won't eat that. It's hard enough to get them to eat pre-killed rats and mice, much less a chicken leg. Lizards will eat a chicken leg. I did have a Savannah monitor. He never got big enough to eat chicken legs. He ate dog and cat food.
Oh, for the people that don't fly, that don't
I
keep
know
up
King Cobra
with the news, and I know a lot of y'all in chat don't keep up with the paramotor news, which is fine. During the
He's gonna tell you anyway.
During the Dave Purdon's fly-in, somebody did lose their life during that fly-in. His name was Tim, and younger guy, in his 30s, and he was flying a wing that he was not used to. It was basically a wing he was just trying out. Now, regardless of whatever circumstances it was, he ended up, from what I understand, into a spiral that pretty much put him down into the ground. And and it cost him his life. But I saw somebody post on Facebook today, another pilot that was there was having some issues with his wing, and the back of his wing was being pulled down. And what had happened was one of his lines that come from his wing down to his risers had actually got a kink in it and formed a slip knot in his actual line. So the more that it was getting pulled, the tighter the knot was, because the slip side was somewhere else. I don't know. But so his wing was constantly had brake deflection on there. So that's why I was saying people that don't kite their wings before they take off, it can be dangerous, especially if you don't at least lay the wing out and look at every one of the lines to make sure they're straight and free of debris. But yeah, and there's other stuff I got to go over, John, with about the trike and making sure the A's are on top when you lay them in the
biting
line
me,
guides.
crazy animal?
Your friend's boa lost an eye. Wow. Oh, so can I say only
That's why,
pre-killed?
yeah, they
Never a good
suggest
idea.
you feed them pre-killed food because mice and rats will
I
fucking
see.
bite you. I remember we tried to feed a boa constrictor that we got. It was not a boa. It was a ball python that had mouth rot. And we didn't realize how bad it was because we had got him from somebody else and tried to feed him a mouse. We came in and the snake is coiled up, in his little cinnamon roll formation, and the mouse was sleeping dead center in the middle of his coils. Just chilling, and we left him in the tank because we figured he's going to eat him eventually. But no, they were buds. The snake never tried to eat him. He was not down with live food, and they just hung out together, and the mouse slept in the center of his coils until I took him home and put him in a proper mouse cage with bedding and mouse friends and stuff. But
Well, crap.
yeah, I either want a skink, because they're big and fat, and I want a big lizard. I don't want the little tiny
I was gonna reach up there and grab that
flighty
little.
lizards.
Have you seen my little egg that looks
Orville-
like a Fabergé egg? Because it has that little minion inside there that Stina made. I was hoping that it was up there,
It's not in your office. I don't know where it's at. We still have it. I just don't know where it is. It was put away so it didn't get lost when we moved.
but okay.
And then, or I don't know if y'all have ever seen shit, what's his name? Winston, the Tegu. He's huge. I want him. He's a big old lizard. Oh, have you seen the black monitor? I can't remember his name. I follow him on TikTok. He is gorgeous. He didn't lose the minion.
Yes, the
I've seen
minion's
it
still
recently.
here.
It's somewhere in our bedroom. But he hasn't lost it. I just put it up so it wouldn't get lost, and I don't remember where it is.
Yeah, that's because I thought it was right there by the Scuba's hangout stand,
No.
but there's 2 eggs up there, and those are not the eggs from that. So
Dogs are boring, and look, a lizard can hang out in his tank, and you can go away for a day or two and not have to worry about someone watching your lizard. Dogs are fucking needy. They're just too needy for me. I don't dig that.
we still have those cupcakes that Stina made that we do
do.
use on our Christmas tree as ornaments. They are very beautiful. That was an excellent job on those cupcakes. So, but no,
Well-
yeah, I haven't lost the minion. It just got put away so that it wouldn't get torn up.
Yeah, because if it was in his office, it'd be fucking gone. So,
Well, yeah, I mean, there is lots of stuff in my office that just disappears, but I thought it was actually in my office, but I'm looking
No,
around
it's
and I
not.
do not see it.
yeah,
so-
but you have a hard time separating pre this house and this house. So you no, it's not there. It's put away.
Bah, humbug.
Hey, Peanut.
Peanut in the house. It is not here. I'm looking all over and it is not here.
Yeah, because it's not in there. I just told you that. So stop looking.
Oh, he'll make it. The minion, I have both minions actually. The other minion is still hanging on a mod somewhere. Because I got two minions from Stina, and one of them's hanging on a mod, and I don't know where that mod is. But the other one minion I kept in that Fabergé egg because I was like, I'm not gonna let this one get messed up, and it's been in there ever since. A rescue gray rat snake fed live prey, covered in scars. Yeah. Oh, you spent a couple months getting it to eat pre-kill food. Yeah, the snake that her daughter had, we would only feed dead rats. She would go buy the rats.
She still has him. Frank is still fat. I have never met a snake where you could literally pinch an inch on that chubby little motherfucker.
Oh, she still has that snake? Jesus.
Yeah, she has, Frank.
So, yeah, Frank gets fed every once in a while, some dead mice, rat, whatever. And she can just throw it in there and he would just go over there and go, yep, time to eat, slump, and just chomp it up. But no live prey. It goes to that snake. I don't even know what it would do if it had to chase it down to kill it. So let's see how the metal gloss Dr. Pepper can's doing. This is the same Dr. Pepper that I polished. Is it still shiny? Oh yeah, that is like, I didn't even put a sealer on this. So you'd think it would dull back out, but it is still just as mirror as it was. That's some damn good polish. That's this stuff here. CJ's Master Formula Metal Gloss. Which is for aluminum, chrome, brass, stainless steel, more. You can also use it on gold. I guess it says gold on the back. So what does it say on the back? Polishes aluminum, chrome, brass, copper, stainless steel, gold, silver, and more to a beautiful high gloss. There you go. They don't put gold on the front. You would think they'd put that there, but it does work on gold also. I've done that on my necklace a while back. I'd like to put like that on a buffing wheel and spin, because buffing wheels, man, they just make the job so much easier. You literally can just lay your chain on there and let it spin, and it'll clean the bejesus out of it. Oh, did you find you didn't bring the egg. There you go, Stina. There's little minion man right there. He still lives, and he looks dirty. What is this junk on his back?
He doesn't, John Q.
Looks like he's been laying in the trash heap or something.
You know, he had a bunch of those little magnetic things stuck to him. Yeah, I think that's the one you were saying was hanging on a mod. The one in the egg is, I think he is in a box.
Oh, so there's another one in the egg. Okay.
So the egg, I believe, the box that has all the glass and shit that was on the back of your desk in the basement, I believe the egg is in there.
I'm going to put Mr. Minion up there. Stina does a really good job on her little crafts that she does. I think she should do that more often and sell them on Etsy or something, just as a side hustle to make some money besides whatever she does for a normal job, which I never know because she's went through a bunch of jobs lately. So I have no idea what she's doing now, but what?
John Q, he didn't even drink that soda. That's not an empty can.
No, yeah, it's still full.
I don't know what he thinks is going to happen to it, that it's going to become unpolished somehow.
Because, okay, if you polish a mod, it will patina regardless. Why isn't that doing that?
Because it's steel or aluminum, not
Yeah, it's
fucking copper.
aluminum.
Good night, Creed.
Oh, see you, Creed. It is okay. Go watch a movie. Spend your money wisely, as usual. So, now the pods that I got, I've tried every flavor. The only ones I have left, and these are for the fly-in, are some more bangin' peaches, which I do enjoy the bangin' peach. The only other flavor, I don't recommend the blue raz or the apple pear, which is, this one has a different drip tip. Look at it, it's got a round drip tip. All the other drip tips are these, which is normal. This one's got a weird one. And it also has another button to control the ice level. So on the front here, you can see there's the ice level. Most of the other ones don't have that.
I like that one that you had, the Florida Twist.
Yeah, so that the new one that I just started vaping is actually pretty good. This one's called Florida Twist. And to me,
Not even old, John Q.
it tastes like orange and tangerine mixed together, is what I get out of it. Munchkin says it tastes like orange cream. Somebody else
With something else. Yeah.
Rachel said it was something else.
Kiwi.
She thinks kiwi. It has, you definitely get that nice fresh citrus taste, but also that back end of a tangerine. If you ate a straight tangerine,
when he says citrus, you're gonna think lemon and lime. It's I
it
can't
is good,
even.
Scott.
Each time I vaped it, it tasted slightly different. So you definitely get one flavor on the inhale and another on the exhale. The culotta is not overpowering. It's actually really, really good. I would vape that one.
So
I usually don't like pods because they've all got that culotta bullshit in it that I don't like, but I would vape that one.
So I don't know where all they sell these are. They sell these, but they're called off stamp. The place I got them from is a place called White Horse Vapor. So if you look up White Horse Vapor and then look up off stamp, you'll find them. Now just this part is like $13. If you buy it with the battery, which is the thing that does all the cool designs and all that stuff, that then it's like 20 something dollars. It's still cheaper than my local vape shop, which they've been railroading me lately, not to mention that they're sold out of everything. So, but for me, especially, like, I'm home now, so I brought my mod in so I can vape my normal mod. But I do keep these pods around. They're great to go flying with. If you lose one, you're not out of a bunch of money. And you got backups. So that's why I like keeping those.
So they sell them at Vape Society Supply. And it says powered by Lost Mary. So it's the same company that makes the Lost Marys.
Oh, yeah. These, okay. Yeah, Off Stamp is made by Lost Mary. So if y'all are a fan of Lost Mary stuff, that's basically what this is. You know how they subdivide all their stuff out. So Off Stamp is Lost Mary in a different format. I don't know why they do that stuff.
So according to this, when I clicked on Florida Twist, it says it's a Florida sherbet. So
a Florida sherbet?
Right that I did taste cream. So it's probably the 3 different flavors of sherbet: the raspberry, the lime, and the orange.
You got a sign idea? Just married? We've been married 1 week today.
Yep.
1 whole week. So,
I haven't made you sleep outside yet.
When they go and ask for your anniversary, like, yeah, we've been married for a week. Yeah, we're doing great.
He can never forget because it's literally the day after my birthday. So look, I did him a solid. He can combine a birthday and an anniversary present all into one.
Thank God you didn't want to get married on your birthday. There's way too much clutter going on that day. I'm glad it's the day after. Any other time, my birthday, no problem. In
Soup is
between the
delicious,
two,
Junkie.
fine.
Matter of fact, that's one of the things on my grocery list for the fly-in is soup, because I want to be able to cook soup and eat soup in a bowl while sitting in front of the fire pit. I
Yeah.
even got I even got a special blanket that he bought me for my birthday. It's one of the Mexican weave blankets, kind of like the old, the old stoner shirts that I still have. So I got my outdoor blanket, and I want to get soup.
Yes, she does. Well, yeah, some soup is really good. I like creamy, thick soup. Hell, I
Yeah.
love, you know what I really like is tomato soup with crackers.
That is not creamy thick soup.
It is when I put as many crackers as I do in there. I
You're a
load it
broken
down
human
with
being.
crackers.
I
So,
want beef stew, or I want chicken and dumplings. And yes, that is my blanket specifically to eat soup while it's cold out.
cheesy
Cheesy
hamburger and potato soup. That sounds good too, Stina.
Um, I make during the winter. It's potatoes and beef sausage and green beans and corn, and I can throw onions in there for him. But that it's really good. It's hot though. Damn, it takes like you cook it in the crock pot, but I swear it takes like 15 minutes to cool off. I've never enjoyed a bowl where I could taste it all the way through because I've always jumped the gun and took a bite before it cooled off and burnt the fuck out of my mouth every single time.
So we took off. We've been on a diet. We've been doing keto, and we cheated. We were supposed to do 1 day cheat, but we did the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday cheat. Out of those 4 days, I think I went up maybe 2 pounds. Those 2 pounds are now gone because I'm back on the diet as of what, Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday, because we started back on the diet Tuesday, right after Labor Day.
I didn't cheat too bad. I only had one margarita, ate half my burrito. You ate the other half.
Oh my God. What do you mean we didn't cheat too bad? Let's talk
no.
about that cake we had.
Okay, so that was different.
But that was different. No,
That was
that was a
delicious.
lot of damn carbs, sugar, you name. Excuse me.
It was
you
a
name it.
white chocolate raspberry bunt cake, and it was delicious.
It was really good.
But
and
what
she
I mean
wanted
is,
me
I
to eat
didn't
the
go
last
crazy.
piece on the
Like,
day before we started the diet.
I ate half my burrito. You ate the other half. We got wings, which we ended up getting the regular old wings. We did get fries, so that I did give up half my burrito because I can't eat a full one right there because it's too much. They're huge. So I gave him
I
the
ate
other
my
half.
entire burrito. Those El Gigante, whatever the hell they call those burrito, what do they call it? Burrito Grande.
Grande, yeah.
Are really big burritos. I mean, did I put that picture on Facebook? I don't know if I did or not.
Yes, you did. I mean, technically it means large burrito, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a big burrito. And I always get the
That was
steak.
the
They also
size of a
have
small
chicken, but why
child.
not get steak?
Yeah.
So they're the same price. Give me the darn steak. And then we got Jumbo margaritas. I had two.
I had one. He drank some of it.
I had two and a partial of Munchkins. And
He
I was
was
still
more
good.
excited about going to get Mexican after we got married than actually getting married.
Do you know how long we have waited to eat good food?
Do you know that Mexican is your favorite, not mine?
We could have went anywhere. A torta? Yeah, I don't think I've had one, Scott, but I'm willing to try.
You know what I would have tore up? Give me a tray full of lumpia. It would have been
Yeah,
all over.
lumpia is real. I do now. Munchkin and I both enjoy lumpia a lot. We really like that.
It sucks that Pollard's went out of business because you could get like a big catering size tray of those
Man.
bitches for like $40.
Your daddo could make your daddy-o could make killer margaritas. You know, I haven't used my slushy machine in forever, and we can't do it while we're on the diet. Once this
Nope.
fly-in goes by, then I'm gonna start making some more stuff in the slushy
No,
machine.
no, because you're not gonna make me fat again. That's why I look the way I am now.
I'm
So
not gonna
no,
try to make you fat. I'm
we're
just
not.
saying,
If you make that shit, you're gonna be like, here's a margarita.
what the
So
F is Oompa Lumpia?
okay, John Q.
Lumpia.
Lumpia is a Filipino. I wouldn't even say it's an egg roll because it doesn't have egg in it.
It's more like a spring
It's
roll
Yeah, it's just got like shredded cabbage, carrots, and either steak, chicken,
or pork.
or ground beef or pork.
Mhm.
But it's got the Filipino seasonings all over it,
They're
and you
absolutely
dip it in
delicious.
some soy sauce or some
Didn't we find some? Was it at Sam's or Costco?
Sam's.
Sam's. So Sam's sells a box of lumpia, and I forgot. I think you just have to heat it up because it's already cooked. It actually was pretty damn good. I mean, it's not as good as fresh made lumpia, but it was pretty damn good to be
John
something you
Q.
could buy off the shelf.
Find yourself a Filipino restaurant. Don't go to one of the trendy ones because they'll sell you like 6 of them for like $10. Find you a good old fashioned Filipino restaurant that's in the building of an old laundromat and get their lumpia, and they're delicious.
Yeah, it is so good, man. You will be
And they're
like, bring me more.
Yeah, they're much smaller than egg rolls, so the balance between filling and crispy wrapper is perfect, and it's so good.
The good thing,
I like to dip mine in what is that sauce? House of Sang stir fry sauce. I mix
the
that with a little bit of soy sauce. Same thing with if you've ever made wontons. So those are also delicious.
the good thing is, like when I was
Or
in
yeah, just
Georgia,
find
we
a
had some
Filipino.
Latina friends, and they would bring over a gigantic serving dish of lumpia, stacked up like a mound of I don't know what. It's just a giant mound of lumpia. We would blow through that in like 20 minutes because there would
Mm-hmm.
be like 8 people eating off of it. But it was so damn good. Oh my gosh. We tore that stuff up. Now, do
They
you
are
know
delicious.
soy sauce that you buy at the store? There's a way to tell if it's good soy sauce or not. Um, do you know what that is?
Soy sauce?
Yes.
It's mainly salt and
No.
soybeans.
Okay, let me give y'all a little tip. If y'all go to buy soy sauce at the store, if it's a clear bottle or a bottle you can see through, shake the bottle. All right. And I don't care if you're in the store, just do it. Shake the bottle. You're going to watch the bubbles that it produces at the top of the bottle. If those bubbles stay there for a long time, that's good soy sauce. If they dissipate really quick, that's overprocessed, diluted soy sauce.
The Chinese folks on Red Note said Kiko Man is perfectly
Pico
acceptable.
Man is
Yeah,
good.
we have been forgiven for all our Chinese food sins once they saw what British Chinese food looked like. We have been forgiven Panda Express. They're like, you know what? Take your Panda Express. That's Chinese food. Compared to some of the shit that England's been
I
passing
mean,
off as Chinese food.
John Q, I
Fucking,
get it. You buy
why do
whatever's
y'all
on
put
sale.
curry on fucking everything? I don't understand that.
Kikoman, yeah. So if you buy them at the Chinese store, do the same thing, Harry. Shake it. It's
I tried
probably
to buy
good.
soy sauce at the Asian market, but I don't read Chinese, and all the sauces were brown.
I'm just telling
I've
you a
I've
quick way
also
to check
learned
it. That's
I've
a
also
quick way.
learned that dark soy sauce is unnecessary. That is only for color and not for flavor.
Yeah. So we enjoy, like, especially we buy big bags of jasmine rice. Munchkin enjoys jasmine rice over anything else. So we have a rice cooker,
Yeah, but
and
curry is not Chinese. It does not go on Chinese food.
when we buy, when we do eat rice, we usually buy a big bag of jasmine rice and cook it in a rice cooker, and that's when we break out the soy sauce.
I bought. Is
But
that what do you think? That's a half-gallon jug of soy sauce?
we go to the local Chinese store or whatever and buy. They have bulgogi sauce. They got barbecue, Korean barbecue. So it's probably the local Korean store, right?
Did you live with me when I ordered the rice cooker?
I don't think so.
So I ordered it. I ordered it from Amazon, right? And I got a notification that my rice cooker was out for delivery. I'm not shitting you. There was a little Asian woman in what looked like a house coat, dropped that motherfucker off at my front door. I'm
Oh, okay, I
pretty
was there.
sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that she delivered it from the little Asian market up the road. There is no Chinese curry. Curry is Indian.
Hello,
Full stop.
Boots. So
Chinese people don't have curry sauce.
I can't say that Boots is the king cat. She is the oldest cat out of the bunch. But she's also chicken of Bandit. Bandit is definitely Daddy's cat.
Bandit follows her around and stares at her, which pisses her off.
Bandit also wants all of Daddy's attention. I have to pet Bandit. He, without a doubt, every morning he is on my chest to wake me up, and every night when I go to sleep, he jumps up on the bed and gets up on my chest and waits until I pet him at least 5 minutes straight. And then he'll go on and go lay down, or he usually goes gets a snack. He'll go eat something, then go lay down. But it's funny because if I don't go lay down, like if I stay up late tonight, he's going to keep coming up and getting in my chair every 5 minutes to let me know, hey, it's bedtime. And he has to complete that task. He has to get on my chest and get petted and go lay down before he is satisfied. It's like if he don't do that, he gets pissed off because he has to do that before he can go to bed.
That's his routine. He has to put you to bed first.
He has got a routine. If he can't come late, get on my chest and get pets and lay down, then he is not happy.
Lick my elbow while he's at it.
And this one likes eating plastic. Why are you back here in my office going through stuff?
Because she thinks she's a fucking...
She's trying to get behind my desk. If you get back there, you're going to get stuck. I'm telling you right now. It said somebody got spotted. That's because she went behind the counter.
Yep.
She sleeps on the bed with you. Yeah, he does that at the corner, at the bottom left-hand corner to the left of my feet. Because my feet... Or
he sleeps down at my feet.
I'm tall, so my feet reach
me.
all the way to the end of the bed. So he has to, he can't like sleep. He won't fall asleep on me or with me, even though I've tried. I can get him real relaxed, and right before he falls asleep, he'll jump up and run off because he's like, I can't be going to sleep on top of him.
All I'm saying, King Cobra, is the UK is the only place that has curry at a Chinese restaurant.
Did you find anything back there, Boots? Don't look at me like that. Come here.
Speaking of curry, I do want to go try Indian food. Because
we know some Indian.
Damn tasty.
Arpus is Indian, and they made some at the Spring Wing. If he comes back to Sword Shore,
that was not Arpus that made that.
Oh, it wasn't Arpus?
Somebody else. No.
Oh, you're right. It was somebody. I don't know what that guy's name was. We got pictures of him.
But he made paneer. All I know is I kept mispronouncing his name and calling him something else. But he made paneer, which is tofu.
It was really good for Indian food, though. I did enjoy it.
The paneer itself, which I think is tofu, was meh. But the sauce You could put that shit on anything. It was delicious. Um,
Purple. I think I got jacked from Timu because they're like, yeah, you'll get it in 2 days. Bull crap.
well, Temu does have a U.S. warehouse, right?
Yeah, and this is coming from the U.S. warehouse. Okay, order shipped, waiting for courier to update tracking status. And that was the 4th and the 5th, so they haven't updated it yet, but supposedly it's got a 2 to 7 day business guarantee, which September 8th to the 15th is the expected delivery. That's still before the fly-in, but we're not going to be able to load the damn mini bike into the truck to take it to the
No, we're
fly-in.
not.
So, and then it's going to get too cold. The main thing I wanted it for is the frame, because you literally can go buy a Predator 212cc motor from Harbor Freight dirt cheap, and they got a ton of upgrades to make that thing do like 70 miles an hour. But I don't want to do 70. I just want to do maybe 40 on it, and I'm good. And put some suspension on it, and we can ride that thing around the park or wherever. It's not like nobody else in this neighborhood don't do it already with their dirt bikes and Harleys and everything else they ride around this neighborhood. So.
No, our neighborhood is pretty lax back here.
We're pretty lax. I mean, yeah.
We just do what we want down in the cul-de-sac.
It's cool, though, because all the people down in this cul-de-sac we know, except for our left-hand next-door neighbor, she rarely comes outside.
No, but the last couple times she's waved
been
and
nice.
said hi. So,
She is nice when she does talk to us. She'll come over and go, hey, they brought me your package. One of them was like our nugget ice maker. I was like, dadgum.
No, it was the suitcase.
Oh, the suitcase.
She got
Okay.
The suitcase.
Yeah,
yes,
it was a big box, and she didn't open it. She brought it over and said, I think they delivered this, by mistake to me. And I was like, yeah, I was.
And ever since that day,
for it.
she's waved and said hi and been very nice.
Well, that's good. I mean,
I'm
I'd
part
cut her
German
grass,
junkie.
but she's got that whole stay off my grass sign, and I don't want to.
That's because when people come turn around in the cul-de-sac, they drive up in her fucking yard.
Well, it's not just that. I mean, she pays a landscaper to come out there and cut her grass. And it literally would take me 10 minutes to cut her entire yard with the zero turn. So I don't mind doing it. Like, even next door to us, the other side.
Did you read John Q's comment?
Wisconsinites, no bratwurst. We're all part German.
German, but the good part, not the world dominance part.
The Thais do red and green curry, so it's not just an Indian thing. Oh, okay.
They do. I'm just saying that you will not find curry at a Chinese restaurant anywhere in the United States.
I'll say this. I enjoy spicy food. I like hot stuff. Munchkin now, she likes it, but she can't handle it as well. She's like, oh my God, that's hot. Like the wing place we get. The wings are too hot for her. I enjoy that spice.
And yet those aren't the ones he orders. He orders the sweet ones. I'm the one that orders the fucking hot ones.
I don't mind the hot.
He orders fucking candied chicken wings.
They're
and
mango
then tells
habanero.
Me I can't. There is no habanero in that.
It's very little.
There is no
I wish
spice
it was hotter.
Whatsoever to the wings he orders. Now, I was getting the hot Parmesan, which is basically just fucking hot sauce with Parmesan cheese sprinkled
spicy
on it.
hot wings, yeah. And it's weird, Scott. If we get like the normal wings with bones in them, you don't really get that much meat. But if you get the boneless ones, oh my God, there's so much. It's just freaking giant nuggets. I mean, giant nuggets.
So the restaurant we ordered from originally, I used to get the hot Parmesan. Right. And they were delicious. They were good.
Mango habanero, Scott. That's what I
They
usually get.
they they opened a restaurant like literally right on the edge of our neighborhood. Same menu and everything. And I continued to get the hot parmesan. Their version way fucking hotter than the last one. Way hotter. Um but I that's what I order every single time.
Stephen
And
Wright,
he
man.
says that I can't handle the heat, even though that's not what he orders. He orders his little candied chicken wings.
See,
I
I
don't
like
I don't like
sriracha,
sriracha.
Scott. Munchkin does not like sriracha
I
because
also don't like Tabasco sauce. I don't like the flavor. It's nasty.
if it's got ketchup related, she don't like it. So
It's not it has nothing to do with the ketchup.
I like
Sriracha and
sriracha.
Tabasco both have that.
Now, I will say
Oh,
that the
well, you let me
Doritos,
finish a fucking sentence,
you weren't
please.
done.
No, I didn't. I said I don't like sriracha because it's got an overpowering, bitter black pepper taste. Sriracha and Tabasco both do, and I don't fucking like it.
Now, Doritos made a sriracha chip. I had them twice, and I'm not a fan. They do not taste like sriracha. They're called golden sriracha, I think, is what Doritos makes. So if y'all buy if you like sriracha and you buy those, you're not gonna like it. It's just it's not hot or spicy. It's got a weird taste to it that's similar, I guess, to sriracha, but it just doesn't. I didn't like it. Most of Doritos, I do enjoy their flavors, but that one, not good.
The ketchup and mustard ones they came
I
out
can't
with
hear
in the
Scuba
summer
when
were pretty
Munchkin
good.
talks.
Surprise Munchkin gets a fucking word in because he just
Let you
talks
talk
over
all
me.
the time. I was trying to wait till you pause because you run it on for
I
3
do
minutes.
have to take a breath occasionally. That does not mean that I was done with what I'm saying because do I normally just stop mid sentence?
You
I'm
were
not
done with a
Jeff. I
sentence,
actually
and
like
then
to finish a fucking thought, all right?
see, you just stopped, and I tried to say something, but you started again, and how do I know you're gonna start again?
I'll let you know.
You just rev it back up. I've got more to say.
That's all I can taste, Scott, is it tastes like way too much black pepper and it tastes bitter to me. I don't like it. But I also don't like cilantro. So I don't know if there's a common thread with some of the ingredients. But I don't like that. I don't like
Yeah,
black
Munchkin's
pepper either.
more of a vinegar style barbecue that she likes. I like the good old Southern barbecue with more of the
No,
molasses type.
it ain't Southern barbecue. It's Kansas City style. It's fucking ketchup.
It's good. I like the sweet, smoky flavor of
No,
barbecue more as opposed to the vinegar,
straight up Irish
which is
Spring,
like
Scott. Yeah.
vinegar on top of pork, which I don't know why that.
I don't want sweet meat. I don't like it. I don't want
Yes, it
candied
does, Scott.
ribs.
To her, not to me, but it does
Yes,
to
no,
her.
it tastes like straight up dish soap.
Yeah, she's got that thing.
It's nasty. Now
I
I love
breathe
the
through my
smell of
ears.
it. They used to have a body spray that was white tea and cilantro that I used as a room spray actually, because it smelled fresh and clean and soapy. And I'm like, I can't believe
Oh,
people eat this shit. It's nasty.
damn it. Linda corrected herself before I could say something. I was like, I didn't know you had some nasal socks.
Nasal socks.
He had some nasal. He won some nasal socks, so he's just gonna blow his nose with them.
Bunch of noses all over. Yes, I know. I know it's a gene mutation. I don't like cilantro. I think it smells fantastic, but I don't want to eat it.
I think John Wayne should throw on those NASA socks and take off into the air on his paramotor. That'd be cool. And then show off his NASA socks. Like, look at me, I'm NASA. See, Scott loves cilantro. I'm okay with it. It's not. It depends. Some like there's a lot of salsas that have a lot of cilantro in them. The ones that's heavy cilantro, I'm not a big fan of. It just don't taste right. If it tastes fresh, then I like it. It just depends on how it's made. Some of them I like, some of them I don't. So we're done. It's 10 o'clock. We've made 2 hours. We've made 1 week of marriage. I used to put cilantro in my chili. Ooh. Don't make me hungry because we're trying to not eat real food right now. I'm going to go eat some pork skins that are 0 carbs because I can eat that and not worry about it. I've just been kind of snacking on them every once in a while, so I'm going to go in there and eat some pork skins. Here's a torta. All right, let me see that, Scott. Let me look at that. Ooh, damn. Damn, that looks good. I like torta de carne asada, which is basically steak on a bun. That looks really good. Carne asada torta. It just looks like a giant hamburger that's made with steak instead of hamburger meat. Well, thanks, Linda.
I would eat that.
I hope everybody has a great weekend. And we're going to sign off for now. And we're going to do some stuff tomorrow because we got the entire weekend to have fun and not worry about work that we're going to be buried in Monday because that's the way it happens. Thank you, Timekeeper. Good seeing you. Cloud Chucker's just now speaking up after the entire show. What were you doing, Cloud Chucker? Blowing clouds? All right, I got you. Y'all have a great weekend. We'll catch y'all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Peace out,